Good Friday morning, and thanks for logging on to tdsweather.com. I'm meteorologist Joseph Cooper with your Friday morning forecast here across the area right now. We have rainfall that is in place, especially across the southern portions of the Ohio Valley, but stretching out across a large chunk of Ohio and even into far eastern portions of Michigan as a weakening cold front is moving on across the area here this morning. As we work on into the next few hours here, going into 8, 9, 10 o'clock, you can see that rainfall going to continue out into eastern portions of Michigan into the next few hours, but obviously out across Ohio, southern portions of Indiana, you guys are going to continue to see rainfall this morning. And as we work into 11 o'clock and noon, you can see a lot of that rainfall focused down closer to the Ohio River in Indiana, although you're still seeing some isolated to widely scattered showers and maybe a thunderstorm up towards I-70 in Indiana. And you're still seeing rainfall back out across I-70 and points to the south in Ohio, and then pointing back up towards Cleveland and Canton. The rainfall here late morning out into the Detroit area and out into eastern Michigan will be coming to an end. As we go through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 p.m., that rainfall is going to continue to decrease in coverage across the southern and eastern portions of the Ohio Valley here, but what we'll be left with through the afternoon will tend to be more scattered showers and thunderstorms out across Ohio, back down into central and southern portions of Indiana and southern portions of Illinois as well. Could be an isolated shower or even a thunderstorm that redevelops out across eastern portions of Michigan after 3 to 4 p.m. as well. And as we go into 6, 7, 8 o'clock, you can still see some of those showers and thunderstorms out there across the area. The coverage is far less than what we're seeing this morning, but we're just continuing to see those on into the evening, into 9, 10, 11 o'clock. But as we do lose daytime heating through the evening on into the overnight, those really should fizzle out. And as we head into through 4, 5, 6, 7 a.m. tomorrow morning, a lot of dry areas by tomorrow morning. There still could be an isolated shower out into portions of southern Illinois, central southern Indiana, and southern portions of Ohio. We continue on into 9, 10, 11 a.m. into noon tomorrow. Overall, other than a spotty shower across the central and southern portions of the Ohio Valley, most of us are dry, and we're going to continue with dry weather into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 p.m. for most locations. Maybe a spotty shower into eastern portions of Ohio tomorrow afternoon into tomorrow evening. And then we'll see another weak frontal boundary coming on in here as we work tomorrow night on into Sunday. So you can see by 10, 11 o'clock into midnight, 1 a.m., we've got some showers, maybe an isolated thunderstorm into southern Wisconsin, maybe an isolated shower out into the Cleveland area as well. And then as we continue on into Sunday morning, there's still a few showers out into northwestern portions of Indiana, northeastern portions of Illinois by 7, 8, 9 o'clock Sunday morning. But for most of a Sunday morning, we're dry, and those showers are continuing to fizzle out through midday on Sunday. And by early Sunday afternoon, pretty much all of the region is dry, and we'll continue with just a spotty shower chance up into northwestern Indiana late Sunday afternoon. As we work Sunday evening, Sunday night, another little wave comes on through, so maybe some showers and a few thunderstorms up across northern Illinois Sunday evening, Sunday night. And then as we continue on into Monday morning, a lot of your activity early on next week looks to be probably across the far northern portions of the Ohio Valley and up into the Great Lakes. But as we go on into next week, an upper level ridge will be building, and we'll see another strong area of low pressure move through towards the Tuesday, Wednesday timeframe that could bring us not only more widespread rainfall, but also another threat of some severe weather as we work on into next Tuesday. Taking a look at rainfall amounts, this is on through Sunday evening. You can see southern Indiana and Ohio is going to see the most, where you'll see a more widespread, probably quarter to half inch of rainfall, maybe up to an inch locally. But as you start to work north of there, you can see those totals really decreasing. Northern portions of Indiana seeing probably a 10th to 1500ths of an inch. You might see up to like 3 or 4 tenths of an inch up into portions of Michigan, but probably less than a quarter of an inch on a more widespread scale across eastern portions of the state. And then northern Illinois, southern Wisconsin, far northwestern Indiana, very little to no rainfall over the next few days. And then we take a look at temperatures for today. We'll see temperatures that will be in the upper 70s to low 80s out into portions of northern Illinois. The rest of us generally low to mid 70s. And then as we go on into the overnight hours tonight and into tomorrow tomorrow morning, we'll see temperatures falling into the upper 50s to low 60s for most locations, a little bit cooler up into northern Illinois, Wisconsin, and out into Michigan, where you are into the middle to upper 50s. And then we get into the daytime hours tomorrow, more widespread middle to upper 70s to low 80s, even some mid 80s back out across Illinois. So that warmth continues to build in thanks to this upper level ridge. It's going to continue to build on in here through the weekend. And you can see Sunday, we're going to have widespread middle to upper 80s, even 90 degrees out towards St. Louis, with lower to middle 80s into portions of Ohio and Michigan. And we continue to work that on into next week. And you can still see a lot of upper 70s to mid 80s. As we head into Monday, as this upper level ridge continues, until we probably see at least a brief spell of some cooler air arrive as we work into the mid portions of next week. But it looks like by the end of next week, we could return right back to some ridging and some warmer temperatures. That's all I have for you here this morning. Everybody, thanks for logging on. Have a great day.